Oh, you've gone small again. Whee, there you go. There you are. You're nice and big. Welcome, guys. Jay,
Hello.
can you hear me, everyone? In the chat, I am just getting Facebook user. I'm not getting any names, which is unfortunate.
Should we give people a bit of a heads up what we're doing? So we are testing out another version of our stream with the difference that we are streaming into Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and it should be collating and pooling the comments for both. We're probably going to be doing a bit of playing as we go in. We hit the first problem already, which is it's not showing the usernames on Facebook, which it was earlier, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah. I'm just sending this to someone who might know. But yeah, welcome, guys. Hope you're having a good Saturday night.
Oh,
Um,
we're going to be trying to fix this, but also we're going to do a bit of a hobby hangout for a bit. Steve's going to paint some models. I'm here for chat, so we can talk absolute nonsense and the usual top table stuff. We figured we'd jump on because me and Steve were trying to work this out on a Saturday night, and you may have seen the many spam mini streams we did in this out. But this is kind of a proper dry run, hoping that we've got the kinks ironed out for Top Table Live on Wednesday. But hello, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you're all having a good Saturday evening. We have got comments coming in from both Facebook and YouTube, so it is working.
so Mike Blake, I can see the YouTube. I'm getting the names from YouTube, so I can see that's Mike Blake has just said good evening, Mike. So it's on Facebook. So I mean, it's not the end of the world because we can actually dip into Facebook if we need to.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff.
What do you guys think? Would you prefer if our streams were running Facebook as well as YouTube, giving you the opportunity to watch them in either or? Let us know. And let us know what you've all been up to hobby-wise. Have you had a good weekend? How's everyone coping? What you're working on? What you've been doing? Feel free to let us know.
So I wonder why it's not pulling the names through. That is odd.
Very strange.
Um,
I think I've already figured it out. Could it be because the group's a private group?
Possibly. I don't think it did it. The GBHL group's a private group, and I'm fairly sure. Oh no, because I was doing it the other way around, wasn't I?
You were.
So yeah. So one of the reasons that we're doing this, guys, is basically because we get a lot of people who comment on the videos and are sometimes in the chat, and they're not subscribed. So we're trying to get people to subscribe over to the channel so we can build our community, and also it means that we're able to reach people when we do stream who are not only subscribed, hence in return trying to get them to click that subscribe button. So being able to stream to Facebook, mainly in this group, mainly in the Top Table group, but if we're doing system specific live streams, it makes sense for us to reach out to these other Facebook groups and hopefully get some new cool people in our group, because that's what we want, right? Just build a community and make new friends and crack on from there. So some of you eagle-eyed over there might be able to see that we have added a new logo to the side of the screen, and I think Mr. Finnegan is very excited about that, and I'm sure he can tell you a little bit more about it as he's put a video out today.
Yeah, we've all. Well, I've been playing for a while and I've got back into it, but we're a bit pumped for Star Wars Legion, and we've even tempted Steve away from Middle Earth.
Well, not tempted me away. Come on.
Not tempted you away, but you've got a side piece, should we say? Steve's got a side chick, and we're going to give. I think Ben's interested as well.
Yeah.
And Star Wars Legion's blowing up right now, so we're all pretty eager to give it a bash, right?
Yep.
Should be good fun. If at any point we are being a little bit ignorant, by the way, I'm currently Googling how to get your names on the chat, so it's not that we're ignoring you. We're just trying to make sure we get this working.
Yeah. So Ben has popped in. I had to check on the Facebook page. He says, "Yo, dude." So thank you, Ben, for tuning in. No doubt you will be on one of these in the very imminent future. I have no doubt. But yeah, I think it's doing everything that we want it to do, which is fantastic. If you guys could just let us know what the sound quality is like, let us know, Facebook users and YouTube users. B, what the image quality is like. Not that the image is that important for these sit and talks, but if we ever do because I'll just show you now what we can do. So if I switch to this scene, and you can see what I'm working on, and it still has us both in the opposite corners, so we can still chat away and sort of keep in touch, and doesn't just become like a
from our point of view as well, the image is crisper than what we see from what we've been streaming on since lockdown. So it'd be interesting to see if that's coming across kind of in the end product. But it's great, and this is the potential for us to stream to more than one platform is just going to help us grow the community even more, which is what we said. We kind of had a quick 5-minute chat this morning, and then it turned into like a 4-hour Skype, didn't it?
I went in the house to make dinner, and I was in a foul mood. So
Steve, we spent 4 hours with Steve driving. Let's just say he went in a sulk, and I fixed it in 90 seconds.
No, he didn't. He's saying lies. He rang his mate, and his mate told him what to do.
That is not how it happened. I refuse to accept that.
But yeah, so it's good. So what you will find confusing if you are watching, we may refer to questions or refer to people who have made a comment. And if you're in Facebook, obviously you can't see the comments from YouTube, and if you're in YouTube, you can't see the comments that people are making in Facebook. I think the streams are probably going to get a little bit busier. So we'll try and cherry pick and narrate it as best we can. But yeah, you will find that. Steve's going to the dark side. Actually, I'm Rebels. I'm a good guy.
If you're in Facebook, guys, if you want us to obviously let everyone know who it is, in your comments, stick your name as well, just until we get this bug fixed. Steve is going to the dark side, though. That is very, very true.
Staying. The force is strong in me, mate.
You've got Gondorian Gamer in, Blurfer. You've asked a very complex AOS question that I'm in no way surrounded by the right books or mindset to answer. Apologies, friend. This is a bit more of a hangout. Whoever you are, Blurfer. I'm going to take a shot.
Green Tree says, hello, is this legit or another sweary test?
So as we said, guys, we were testing these for like 4 hours, and in doing so, 3, 4, 5 of them snuck through and went live while we were figuring out how you set up the events and stuff. So you may have videos of me shouting at Steve, telling him to listen to me, and him saying some unsavory words as we were figuring this out, right?
And one of them actually sort of somehow snuck its way onto my actual wall on Facebook, my personal wall where all my non-nerd friends hang out. But yeah, I just thought, sorry, I'll leave it there. I'm outed now. I'm well and truly outed.
He's out of the closet. No more golf weekends. No more just nipping out to the shop, love.
I think everyone knew I was a nerd at heart anyway. So
I think it was Altringham's worst kept secret, to be honest, mate. I'm on it.
Glyn says hello.
Yeah.
Toby Jennings says Toby here. Yeah, so it's good. So if you like Jay said, just to reiterate, if you are commenting in the Facebook chat and you want us to reference you by name, please put your name. You don't have to put your full name. Just put at the end or at the beginning of your comments, so we know who we're talking to. Because the names are not coming up in our chat box, I have to literally go back into my Facebook window, which will become a nightmare if we're streaming and chatting away. But no, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good.
Mission accomplished. It was well worth a day of slaving away on Skype and swearing at computers. But yeah, it's working good.
Yeah, I think this camera adds a few pounds, though. I'm not going to lie.
How many cameras have you got, mate? Just did see a comment about it as well. Steve, my camera won't look as clear because I'm running on the camera built into my laptop. So that's more kind of hardware than actually stream quality. But do appreciate any and all feedback. Yeah. So what have you all been up to? Everyone let us know in the comments on Facebook or YouTube. What hobby stuff have you all been up to? What's been going on? Steve, what have you been doing? You've had some late nights, my friend.
Yeah, I was streaming until daft o'clock last night. Another 5-hour stream last night with Damien. But do you know what? It goes so quick. I have a lot of fun on them streams. We ended up, probably 90% of our stream last night was me and Damien disagreeing about whether you could get clear gummy bears in a bag of Star Mix.
That's when I turned off about 20 minutes into that debate when it started getting painful. Listen,
we had people were going people were going to what's the name going to their fridges and digging out all their Star Mix bags and emptying them and taking photographs and all sorts. It was craziness. But I mean, the truth finally come out. There are no clear gummy bears in Star Mix. Star Mix. You can get clear gummy bears in the actual gummy bear bags, Haribo gummy bear bags, but they don't put them in the Star Mix.
You may have come in before gaming content, but you'll get confectionery as a bonus.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So I've been doing that. What else have I done this week? It's been a weird week. I've done a lot of homeschooling this week.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that as much done as I wanted to hobby-wise. But I finished Pat's fellowship.
Nice.
He messaged
Have
me.
you posted a done photo?
I did do one when I finished it. I'll ask Pat to post some pictures because he's got them now. He sent me a message today saying they were delivered and he was happy with them. So, yeah. I enjoyed doing I enjoyed them that much that it's made me dig out another fellowship original, and I'm gonna do myself another set, and I'm gonna probably sell on my old fellowship, even though there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh really?
Yeah. When the ones that I just did for Pat, when I put them next to my ones, it just made my ones that I painted probably 4 or 5 years ago look a bit naff.
Mate, I said it on the last live. Why don't you just send Pat yours?
I was sending him updates, so I wouldn't have got away with it.
Yeah. Photoshop these days, though, isn't it? Filters.
Yeah. So
It's good to see. It's really interesting from our point of view to see people from both channels in the chat as well. Bex says hi, Jay. Hiya, Bex. That'll be Toby. Hope you guys and baby are doing well. Look forward to seeing you after lockdown.
Yeah.
We've got Joe Holtzman in, Mike Blake's in. He's working on his sharps practice stuff and painting a box of Wildman. Love these sculpts. Brian F90 is painting a Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah, James Gilray's in. He's the one who says, so, Angel's in. How you doing, Angel? I hope you got off that tube or train or whatever it was that you were on. Sharpish.
That was a joke.
A bit grim, yeah. If I click that.
Gandalf the Grey.
Oh, this is better. Yeah, James Gilray's in. He's the one who says, so, Angel's in. How you doing, Angel?
Hang on a second.
I hope you got off that. You get a bit of feedback now. Tube or train.
What have you done? I can't see.
Oh yeah, sorted. I was just making the Facebook chat a little bit bigger.
Oh, okay.
For me anyway, at my end.
So yeah, you were up till silly o'clock in the morning doing a load of talking sweets with Damien, but you've got some commission painting to do, right?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process now of painting 6 Dol Amroth Knights foot and mounted. So I may as well. We've got the tech. I may as well do it, and I may as well go top down. So yeah, so I've just started getting the armor base colours down on the cav models, the riders.
Yep.
I've put airbrushed the horses, nice blue Chelsea colours. Obviously, that's because the majority of them are blue. I'll pick out the white and stuff later, but yeah. So I've been painting those up. I'm enjoying painting them. I'm gonna I'll get all the cavalry ones done first, and then tackle the foot because I don't want to. I don't want to overface myself with armour. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of silver. Have you got 6 of each?
6 of each, yes. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I reckon I'll have them finished. I'll have them finished by the end of the week.
Yeah. No, it's good. Just looking in the chat, Angel says it was a bus, and after that I spoke to my boss and went back on furlough. Good idea, my friend.
Get painting, Angel. I've not seen any hobby from you. Nothing.
I don't think Angel's painted since about 2018.
Terrible.
I reckon.
Setting a bad example, she is.
Of course, that.
Yeah, true.
But no, it's good. Loads of new names in. We've got Luna Lovegood in, says, hello, boys. Joe Olsman, Aaron Noonan Guy. What is this? What have I stumbled onto? So what you've stumbled onto, mate, is a bit of an impromptu live just because we were both hanging out on a Saturday night anyway. And plus, it was we're testing out new software, which is letting us stream into Facebook and YouTube at the same time. The only issue we've got right now is we can't see names next to the Facebook comments. So we'll figure that out. You want your name.
I've got the Facebook chat and our mixed chat next to each other, so I can quickly cross-reference. It's not too bad.
Okay. But no, we're just going to hang out. So for the next 90 minutes, let us know what you're all up to, what you're hobbying, what you're working on. Ask me and Steve any questions, whether it's gaming related or nonsense related, and we'll just hang out for a bit, innit?
Yeah. I was going to paint and stream, but I can't be fussed. I've just had my dinner and I just had a big slab of that chocolate cake, so I'm like, I can't be bothered moving right now. Do you know what? It's funny. I'm in luck here actually because you know what I've got left over from last night.
Go on.
And I may as well crack it open, haven't I?
Oh, have you got a Moretti?
I may as well crack it open.
7, 8.
I may as well get comfy. I may as well.
That's it. We're in now, aren't we?
Stick around till 2 in the morning.
There you go.
Stick around till 2 in the morning.
That's it. We're in. Angel does say the Corsairs were the last thing she painted.
Come on, Angel, you're better than that.
Come on, you can do it.
You know it's game over. I'm closing my wet palette. Closing.
Yeah. Cameras. Literally, Steve's like, "Oh, we'll stream, and it'll encourage me to get some stuff painted." And there he is. 20 minutes in, lid on the wet palette. He is done.
It's beer or wet palette, and beer won.
Oh God! I think it's the first ever major painting related accident last night.
Oh yeah, during my stream.
I was watching the Battle Games in Middle Earth stream with you and Damien, and I thought, do you know what? I'll put my Game of Thrones stuff to the side. I thought I'll get an SBG product out. I'll get into the spirit of it. So I broke out a starter set's worth of Goblin Town, and I was following the painting tutorial from Out of the Frying Pan.
Yeah.
And it's wicked, really. And I started with the airbrush, and I'm just getting the second colour ready. And I've just bought the full scale colour collection. So those of you who scale paints know they're like sealed, and you have to pierce them with a needle.
Mm.
Second paint had never been used before. Shaking it for ages, squeeze it, and it just exploded. Oh mate, it went everywhere. So all the Goblin Town stuff got a very uneven base coat. About 20 Game of Thrones models and my iPad that lives on my paint table got redecorated.
I've just noticed on screen you're the right way around, but I'm a mirror image.
I don't fit into shot. It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm the wrong way. It doesn't matter, I suppose. Look at the bags under my eyes, though.
That's because you were up till 2 a.m. drinking beer and talking SPG.
I need some cucumbers on them bad boys, don't I? Will Pintar's in, he says, lizards. Glenn Seymour says, after a mini meltdown, Jay knows, last week, I've had a much better week. Been getting minis built and painted. Good man. Hobby is always a nice escape from the harsh realities of life, I tend to find. So, yeah, it's good to hear that you're doing better, my friend. But, yeah, what have you got planned this week, Jay? Or the week coming, should I say?
Videos wise, hobby wise, what are we talking?
Anything. What's in the to-do list for next week?
Oh mate, loads. Well, I've got my lad from tomorrow till Tuesday. We are Top Table live in on Wednesday, so you can have a dose of us doing a couple of hours of nonsense live stuff on Wednesday night. I've got a load of painting to do. So I did a count actually, and since my hobby vlog, which is about 3 weeks old, I've painted 101 models.
Nice.
Of that, Jay never paints. Get lost.
I've not painted. I don't know how many I've painted. I've not painted. I don't think. Saying that, I might have done it this year. Definitely have painted quite a bit. Yeah. But I don't know how many.
No, I've got a ton of models done. So we've got Top Table live. I'm going to film hobby vlog number 2 because I've done a load of I've basically got the Marvel Crisis Protocol game fully painted again. So I'll show off the new stuff from that. I've painted some Legion add-ons I managed to get my hands on, and about 60 Game of Thrones wildlings. And what I'm going to be doing next is basically the next 60 because I'm an idiot and only pick horde armies. And then filming-wise, I'm not sure. I've got a couple of videos, obviously the hobby vlog. And I'm making a point of spending at least 2 hours a day painting. It usually ends up being a lot more, especially if I'm not with a kid and isolation. But I'm making a point of sitting down at the table and just smashing out some painting. And you saw it the other day. It's ridiculous how many, considering everything pre-lockdown that I have painted was at the studio. It's insane how stacked my shelves are with painted models.
Yeah, I just for people aware, we kept our 2 meter distance, but I did pop round to Jay's a couple of days ago to pick up some Legion bits and bobs and drop off some cake.
Got to say as well,
and meet his cat.
Cake.
I've just had loads of it, and it's sitting heavy on my stomach.
Should I make a shameful confession on this stream?
I know what you're going to say.
You do? What am I going to say?
I brought 2 slices round, one for Jay and one for his lad. You've had them both, haven't you?
Yep. I'm not here till tomorrow, 3 days. It'll have gone a bit funny. I'm doing him a favour. That's the way I look at it, mate.
Terrible.
It was a pretty good cake. Steve's been a bit of a cake wizard.
Yeah.
Lately.
I've got a penny now and everything.
You have, mate. You've got a wargaming penny though. When you're building terrain, you've got.
Yeah, I've got a penny in here. I've got a cooking penny. I was very excited because I got myself a utensil pot from Sainsbury's. I've never
You tend.
I've never had a utensil pot in the kitchen before, and now it's got like wooden spoons sticking out of it, whisks, the lot.
Oh, my stuff's in the drawer, and I always hate going digging for it. I might have to invest.
But to be fair, it was a nightmare with the whisk because you put a whisk in your normal cutlery drawer. How many times do your forks get stuck in the whisk?
How have we ended up talking about it? You know what I did buy this week? I got myself a lean, mean hairdresser's trolley.
Hey.
It is the
I got two of them. I've got two. They're great. They're great.
Where did you get the idea from?
Mr. Luke from Luke's APS. Fully his
Oh,
fault. I threw it away when I got the plastic ones that he recommended. But I did have in here, it was our old vegetable, it was the same size as the trolleys, but I only had 4 like wire racks in it, and it was for vegetables originally. But we stopped using it in the kitchen, so I thought I'll stick that in the thing, and I used to put all my tubs of flock and stuff in it. But these are much better. Much better. We better get back in the chat anyway, aren't we? Before we do, can I just say?
That's Will Pintar.
That is Will Pintar, yeah. I'm just going to say this before we do. Can we just say that we kicked this stream off and there was no glitches, no sound issues, no nothing. It was bang on.
New platform. I mean, yeah, we can't say half the people's name.
And look at this. Look at this on the bottom. Look at this. What's this?
Oh, that's good, man.
So yeah, 4 hours. And 4 hours weren't wasted.
So good. Yeah, should we have a look at? Do you want to jump in the chat?
Yeah. Okay, so I will jump through the Facebook chat first.
Do it.
Will says I don't fit in the shot. Not sure it's a camera issue. Jay says Will.
Might be.
Angel says I miss you guys. COVID needs to do one so I can come up there again. Yeah, we miss you guys too.
Big time.
It's the thing is I've got something hanging off my hat. The thing is, as soon as it is okay to start booking things in and arranging things, I'm sure we will try and arrange something where we can all get together again, because it's been grim being stuck in the house. It's been really grim.
I think I speak for Steve as well. My plan is, as soon as we know a genuine, realistic and safe date that we can do things, I'm going to stick a flag in the first free date in the Element calendar just to put on a bit of a shindig and get us all back together, because it's been way too long now.
Yeah, it has been grim.
Missing hugs.
Yeah. Glyn says great Legion vid, Jay.
Cheers, buddy.
Don Jardine's in. He says, hi guys, how you doing, Don? Good to have you, pal. I hope you're well. Hope you're staying safe, brother. And then Aaron says, not just a pretty face, Steve, cake master. I won't go that far, but I do an all right cake, I think. My Victoria sponge is better than my chocolate cake. Definitely.
Even if the cake was good, I was going to tell everyone it was rubbish, but it was that good. I feel like I should tell everyone it's good. So I think all right.
The top layer of that one was a little bit too thick. The sponge, I should have made it a bit thinner or put more cream in, I think.
I remember how upset you got when you sent me your cake whip pics, and it had a crack in it, and I mocked you for it, and you went all defensive.
That's character, that mate. It's character. Green Tree's in. He says cake, Pepsi versus Coke. Favourite chop bar. Yup, I'm in the right place. Don says party, and Ed Ball says thoughts on crisis protocol. You beautiful bar stewards. Is that Mr. Edward Ball on one of our streams? That's a first.
I was phoning him on Thursday, and I didn't. So apologies, Ed. I'll give you a bell tomorrow. And now Will's going to moan that I never phoned him back either. Love you, Ed. Great to have you in. And Crisis Protocol is legit. I've been collecting it since release. I've not had time to play in a while because we haven't had time to play anything. But it's a great game. 3 to 6 models, just fun. Like slaps you with theme around the face. It's beer and pretzels, but there is a bit of depth there if you want to get stuck into the list building. It's fun. It's thematic, and you get to push Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, and there's like 30 odd heroes right now. And the beauty of it is you can ally anyone with anyone. So you can have like Red Skull and Captain America on the same team if you want. You get benefits for making a pure Avengers list, but sometimes it might be more beneficial to go screw list building. I'm taking 3 bad guys with 3 good guys, and that's fine. It is just an awesome little 3x3. Literally, you can pick up the buildings and terrain and throw them at each other. It's actually a really well-written game. I enjoy it a lot. It's definitely my go-to fun game.
Yeah.
And I've just painted all the Sons of Thanos and the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm looking forward to getting them out when the world is fixed. But great to have Eddie. This is the power of Facebook.
I know.
People
I know.
didn't know it, man.
Yeah. I was just about to say exactly the same thing. Yeah, Crisis Protocol is, I think it looks cool. If I wasn't as busy as I am, and I didn't do YouTube, and I was kind of like a casual gamer, I probably would have picked it up. I just don't think I have time, and especially now that I'm sort of dipping my pinky toe into Legion, I know I just don't have enough time to do anything else. But it looks cool. I do like the miniatures. I think they look awesome. But I mean, what's not to like, right? It's Marvel, so it looks cool. Don,
mate, get yourself down to Manchester and we can hang out.
I know. Apart from events, Ed, have you been back to your second home since you left us?
Manchester's rubbish without Ed in
it. Yeah. Them big cuddles at the gaming centre, I miss them. Don says, stir crazy but good. That's good to hear, pal. And Illusion X says, just got back into SBG. What have I missed these past 5 years? You've missed a lot. It went. This is what happened to SBG in the past 5 years. Probably 5 years ago-ish, it went kind of like that, and then all of a sudden it got like a what would you call it? An adrenaline shot, and just went. And now is the perfect time to get back into SBG. It's awesome. So many new models, so many new source books, and just profiles, everything that you could possibly want that we wanted for so long, and we're getting it in abundance now. Obviously, this pause button's been hit because of the pandemic, but the new AM is sort of imminent, which is awesome. So yeah, it's a great time to get back into Illusion. Let us know where you are. Whereabouts are you? Are you in the UK or in the US? It'd be good to find out. If you're in the UK, we can definitely point you in the right direction of someone who will hook you up and get you up to speed. Don says, just finished the MCP core assembly. It took ages.
Nice. Yeah, it does. The Marvel models are bigger than some, but there are a lot of pieces. I kind of refer them to like Malifaux. I don't know if you've ever touched Malifaux, but anyone who's ever built a Malifaux model knows what I mean. Like, they'll make the fist in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
But the good thing about the Marvel models is they're quite clever. If to fill up the sprue, like some people's faces are 4 pieces, don't get me started. They'll give you 2 of each piece.
Mm.
So like the amount of times I lost like Baron Zemo's elbow, but I had another one. So
yeah.
They're fun models to build, but yeah, they're a bit fiddly. Going to the dark side.
Yeah.
X is from up north UK. That means he's a local lad.
Yeah. So whereabouts up north? We're in Manchester, Stockport. Well, I'm in Altrincham, but up the road. Let us know where you are, Illusion. If you can get, if you're anywhere near Stockport or Manchester, or even if you're within an hour's drive and you can get a free Saturday afternoon, I'm sure we'll give you a game or two. I know there's a few in the chat who are local lads as well. Will's in, he loves a game.
There's always one.
Oh, Carlisle. Yeah, that's a little bit further up north. Yeah.
All right, fair.
But what's the event? What's the big event in Carlisle? What's the event in Carlisle? One of the King's events in Carlisle.
No, it's Cardiff.
Is that Cardiff? Oh, it's Cardiff. Yeah. Begins with C. Same. Begins with C, doesn't it?
Close enough, mate, yeah.
Get on the Great British Hobbit League and just put a shout out on there, asking if there's anyone local to you, Illusion, and I'm pretty sure there will be. We're everywhere now. It's such a big community at the moment. It's great.
Top table game. He's got a lot of northern players as well, so check that one out.
Yeah. And Will's coming. I'm going to let you just chat for a minute, Jay. I'm just going to go and grab something quickly.
Yeah, man.
Which I've only just been able to get my mitts on today, so I'll be back in a sec.
Right, do it. Tell you what we'll do, because we're on Facebook and YouTube tonight. I'm going to wing this, and Steve's not going to hear it now. For the best question that me and Steve get before 10 o'clock, because we don't know how long we're going to stream, there will be a £5 element voucher for the person who hits us with the best question. So keep them coming. Glyn, I've got yours sorted as well. But best question for me and Steve, it doesn't have to be Wargaming related. We'll get a £5 Element Games voucher. So hit us up with some questions.
It is back to front because I'm mirror image for some reason.
Something away, Steve, while you've been gone.
You've what? You've given something away?
I've just said, Oh, look at that. The best question that they hit us with before 10 o'clock can have a £5 Element Games voucher.
Yeah.
And that is a very pretty box. Look what Steve's got.
This is cool, man. I've been waiting for this since I was literally supposed to get it on the verge. I think, was it the day of lockdown, the day it all went pear-shaped, was the day that GW was supposed to ship these out to the retailers. And I know some people got them, but I wasn't able to get mine.
You've been waiting about 3 months for that, haven't you?
There he is. That's the man. Awesome.
Do you like that model?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I like the fact that it's not like crazy, you know, with like rocket launchers sticking out of it and machine guns coming out of his toenails and that.
I think I think the Space Marines are usually a bit more subtle.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I think I'm going to change the reaching claw arm to hold a bolt pistol.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into it. I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to do some painting guides. That'll be cool. Has anyone else in the chat? Has anyone else picked that up? Has anyone else play 40k? We're hoping to touch back on that.
You can itch it a bit more, aren't you?
Yeah. I do like a Space Wolf. It's been known.
Have you already done?
How many Space Wolves have I done?
Haven't you already done some?
Yeah. I've done. How many have I got? I've done basically Space Marines in it. Do you not remember when I was first getting into 40k and I was Space Wolves? So I painted a load of Space Wolves Primaris with the lieutenants and stuff like that. And then we started getting Conquest magazines, so I started to paint Ultramarines.
I was going to say, I've seen your Ultramarines in the studio.
And then I really liked the green on Raptors, so I started painting Raptors. So basically, I've got 3 armies that do exactly the same thing. They're just all Space Marines. I like paint. You know what? I do like painting Space Marines. I think it's quite therapeutic. And something Tommy Sewell said to me once. He said, if you like painting them, keep painting them, because the way Space Marines are designed, it's all about muscle training for painting. So it's a lot of little half moon shapes, you know, like on the toe tips and highlighting like the shoulder pads. He said it's all good for muscle memory when you're painting, like brush control, straight lines, little half moons.
Like a prophet, isn't he, Tommy Sewell?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sounds like an inspirational quote.
Yeah, it's crazy. And if you are not following Tommy on Instagram, I'd follow him now and sub to his YouTube channel, because he will be coming off Facebook forever in the next couple of weeks. He's only come back on.
Really?
Yeah, he left and he loved the fact that he wasn't on Facebook. He come back just to say, yep, it's for me. I don't want to be on Facebook anymore, but I'm keeping my Instagram and my YouTube. So yeah, check out his videos. They're good.
Yeah, man. Do you want to hit the comments, see if we've had any questions yet?
Yeah, where did we get up to?
Talking about Carlisle.
Carlisle, yeah, Don Jardine says, yep, Jay, much the same as Malifaux. Love the coffee cups, cans and bottles.
Yeah, they come with little bits of like basing terrain on the sprues as well.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Brian F90 says, Manchester isn't the north, Newcastle is. Don says, why? Don't know, mate. Don't know. Angel says, still waiting on my sister's box.
She is. Sugar Butties, it's right there. I'm not getting up.
Sugar Butties. Oh, that was from the prize draw thing.
One of the last Patreon. It was the last Patreon giveaway, I think.
Was it?
Mm.
In his defense, he's not been allowed out.
I am on like super severe lockdown, because obviously we've got single parent, and if I come out of isolation, I can't have the kid.
Yeah.
So I'm on like mega lockdown right now. What can you do?
Todd McCawsome says, what is the average migratory speed of a swallow?
4.76 miles per hour.
That's made it up. Glyn says, what are we looking forward to the most after lockdown?
Good thing.
Do you know what? Mine isn't really gaming related. If you're talking gaming related, I'm looking forward to getting down to Element Games, seeing everyone that I've not seen which is going on months now, and just having a bit of a cuddle and a hangout. Not even necessarily playing. I mean, I'm really looking forward to rolling some dice, but yeah, just seeing everyone that I've not seen for ages. But what I am looking forward to is eating out.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
just eating out, just going to a nice restaurant and sitting down and having a meal.
Mine is very much the same. It's not necessarily going, if we're talking gaming as well, it's not playing games. It's like, obviously it's my job as well, but I love hanging out after work at the gaming centre and just being around people gaming. And like a lot of the people who would be there in the chat now, and loads of people who I've not spoken to in months. And yeah, you're right. It's just being around like pals and like, sounds really daft. I was chatting to one of my mates the other day, and it's like, I'd love to go to Costa. Like, I don't care about the coffee, but I just want to be in an environment with other people.
Yeah. It's crazy today. Like looking at Facebook today, like there's all these like marches and meetups, like anti-lockdown meetups and everything, in all over the country today. And it's just like, it makes your head hurt. Like, really, like, what do they think they're going to achieve? And B, half of them are stood there saying the virus isn't what the government are telling us it is. It's all a big conspiracy. And they're saying this they're saying this while they've got face masks on. It's like, make your mind up. You know, you know people like that have got odd socks on. You just know it. You just know absolutely. It. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I sent you and Ben a message today, didn't I? Just saying, like, I went to Asda at lunchtime on a Saturday, rookie era, and like I was in the 45-minute queue, and everyone's just stopped distancing. They're all stood like the way we'd queue a year ago, and I was just stood there thinking, dumb man.
Yeah.
But it's crazy times, and we can only hope that we somehow muddle through it soon.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. Where are we? Will says he'll never play 40k again. I've not played that much. I'm still very, very wet behind the ears, and I just really want to be able to play it and get some content on. There might be, fingers crossed, touch wood, in all the right places. Super duper collaboration content thing happening. Maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see if promises are kept after a lockdown, or if people go nah, mate. that was so March 2020. I'm over that now. Let's have a look. Will Rob says, what is the scariest natural disaster on Earth that Mother Nature can do? I think there's, well,
You're getting into Parliament, to be honest with you.
I think I'd sort this place right out, mate. Sort it right out. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't like to be in any natural disaster, to be honest with you, but I think one that scares me the most when I think about it is because I spoke to someone who was actually in one. It's quite a scary story. It was a tsunami. Would be really, really scary. That'd be, yeah.
I think man, it's water in it. Like, that's the worst way.
Probably. What about you, Will? That's an odd question for a stream. Tolts McCawson says, where is Chris Hay?
The little swine's in Hobbiton, isn't he? I was actually, I need to message him. We've not spoke. We play a lot of, me and my Matt Wood's been playing a lot of the Game of Thrones card game online, especially during lockdown. He's referencing the old Guild Ball channel. I used to sit and do this, talking about Guild Ball 3 or 4 years ago with Chris. Simpler times. But yeah, he's just got engaged as well, and he's emigrated to New Zealand, and he's loving life. And I do miss him, but it's good to still speak to him.
Yeah, I've just realised why we're getting all these random questions, because you've offered to give something away.
I know we're gonna get some like nonsense like that.
Don says, so my question got you stumped.
Why?
Where are we? Angel says, not gonna lie, I had a feeling it was Jay's fault. Love you, really.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Totes McAwesome says, I can't wait for a Jay hug. Henry Mendez, are you guys still playing Warcry? I'll let you answer that, Jay.
Yeah, certainly thinking about it. We took a pretty big break from it, and last week I've been chatting to a lot of people about it. A lot of the local people are getting back into it, as you normally see when there's a GW game. Everyone plays it, no one plays it, then it finds a level. Can I get them? Yep, I can. So I've just been assembling the Aspire Tyrants to give it a go. So, yeah, I do want to play more Warcry, and it's definitely on the cards. Did I? Yeah, I did point that out. It's not even on screen because I can't. The thing's not set up. But yeah, I picked up some more stuff, and it's definitely on the list of stuff I'm willing to give a bash when everything does go back to normal.
Yeah, I've still got my. I sold my the bird dudes.
You still got your beasts?
I've still got my Untamed Beasts. Someone messaged me to buy them, and then I've not heard anything since. So it might be my fault. I might not reply to them. But I've still got them, so I might just keep hold of them just in case. It's one warband. It means I can drop in and out as and when kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, who knows? Who knows, Henry? Glyn says a Nando's. That's what he's most looking forward to. Hey, Nando's. Nando's would be great. I've been making loads of like fakeaways. So I've done like homemade Nando's. I did homemade Donners the other day, and they were
Good.
I'll tell you what, I shot myself with those. They were nicer than a doner kebab from a takeaway. They were really nice, like really nice. I might start up a cookery channel.
Do it.
I can, you can cook. That's the name of it. I can, you can.
Very original. I love it. Yeah.
Angel says, I just miss hugs from my family more than anything. Yeah, it's my two like the two girls they're quite close to grandparents. Especially on like Anna's mum and dad spend a lot of time with the girls. Like they pick them up a couple of days a week from school and stuff, and give them a tea. They see my mum at least twice a week, and it's really taking the toll on them now. Like really taking the toll on them. But I think more so for the grandparents though as well. It's tough. It is tough, but we'll get there. We just got to keep soldiering through. We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing me little bumps. It's doing me head in.
I know it's grim. Ed Ball says, which is better, Nuln or Agrax Earthshade, and why?
It's Agrax, isn't it?
It is Agrax. Agrax is
brown works better on greens and browns and lots of other kind of really neutral colours, and it's less harsh on your brighter colours as well. I think if I had to pick one, it'd always be Agrax.
Well, the thing is, because with Agrax, you could make it darker by going over it with a couple of coats, like fine lining, and it'll end up looking black, but it'll blend in with the colours surrounding it a lot better. I find anyway. Don Jardine says, "This is great. This chat from everywhere." In Amsterdam, one restaurant has put up glass houses on its terrace for each table, well, like for social distancing. It's a lot. It is a good idea. It's a lot of effort though. But I suppose if they're doing that, there's probably a lot of other restaurants around them that are closed. So I bet they're going to be busy, which I suppose it ends up paying for itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair play. Where are we? Glenn says, I'm going to see my grandparents, great grandmother first thing when the lockdown ends. Yeah, I think a lot of people are the same. We're going to be going around and seeing family and stuff like that.
Do you know what's mad? I had someone in my family over in Ireland, Glyn, turned 100 this week. Literally, and they had like a very social distance thing outside the house because they all have massive houses over there. It was 100 and still powering through this. Sorry, my cat's being an absolute idiot.
Is it eating any of your cables?
Oh, I know. So I was streaming last week, and 3 minutes before the stream started, I decided to go and have a pre-match wee, like you always do. And I come down, and legit, the cat had just straight up chewed through the power cable for my monitor.
Cats are weirdos. Check this out, right? This is about it. I didn't even tell you this today. I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, right? I was knackered, obviously streaming late last night. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit hungover as well. Just put my feet up, by the way. I was a little bit hungover, so I had a bit of a lie-in. So I was in bed, curtains were drawn, it was a bit dark. I felt the cat jump up on the bed, the bottom half of the bed near my feet, and just sort of curl up and just start purring. But purring, the loudest purr you've ever heard in your life. It was like a little engine at the bottom of the bed, right? So I'm there and I'm kicking it through the covers, trying to get it off the bed and get it to do one. So having none of it, this was going on for about 15 minutes. So I thought, I may as well get up. I flipped the covers back, go. It wasn't even our cat, it was next door's cat. It was next door's cat. It got swiftly ejected from the property.
I can just see you running around the house in your bills trying to get rid of it.
I don't wear bills in bed, mate. But yeah, next door's cat. I was like, you what? Get out of it. Where are we? Oh, Don Jardine says Mother Nature already done it, allowed us to evolve. Do you know what the thing is? It is. I can't wait for it to end. But I'm not gonna lie. There has been some positives come out of this. Like I think people being nice to each other as as come on. Generally, it's brought out the best and the worst. We've seen some idiots, but generally, I think we've seen a lot of people being nice to each other and helping each other out. We've started to see how much we rely on the emergency services in the NHS, which is massive. So that there has been some positives to come out of it. Yeah, Facebook user. Here we go. This is where they start, I suppose, is it? Here we go. Right, hang on. Let me find out who's said this. So Ed Ball says, would you rather own a horse-sized chicken or a chicken-sized horse? That's an easy one.
I would go for a horse-sized chicken. Imagine them eggs.
I'd go for a chicken-sized horse all day.
Really? What would you do with that?
Well, that's what I mean. You could just stick it in a shoebox, couldn't you?
Yeah, but I'd be getting eggs the size of a bleeding coffee table. That'd be class.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have a frying pan big enough to do it. You'd end up just making a mess of your kitchen. You're off the camera, by the way. All I can see is that massive TTG sign. I know we're trying to sell merch, but yeah, I'd go for a chicken-sized horse, just like a little cute horse thing. Talksmuck's awesome, aka Jason Mountain loves us both. Thank you very much. It's reciprocated. Don Jardine is AFK. AFK.
Language. Steve's just bidded on something on eBay.
Just got a notification. Selling something actually. Facebook user. Who's gone one better? Let's have a look. Will's gone one better. Would you rather fight a horse-sized chicken or 50 chicken-sized horses?
I'm fighting the 50 chicken-sized horses.
Yeah, you just boot them out of the way, won't you?
Yeah.
Just
imagine if a horse-sized chicken come at you. You'd be screwed.
Vine Degilvain. Salam Jean-Claire. So I don't speak any language except English. I am a Neanderthal. So I'm assuming you're saying hello. So hello back. Green Tree says I can't miss Nando's if I've never had one. That's heresy in itself.
We had to pop Glen Cherry when we found that out, didn't we?
Yeah, try it, Green Tree. You'll never ever look back. Angel says cooking with Steve. Insta subscribe. Obviously, can you imagine the amount of subscribers I'd get? Oh, at least 5. At least 5. Most of them are family members. Are 50 chickens worth a horse? Says Ed.
I'd rather have 50 chickens.
50 chickens. Don't know. Chickens are cheap, aren't they? If it's like a racehorse, they go for like tens of thousands, don't they?
Yeah, but you could get a Blackpool donkey. Yeah, true. Will says, Jay asked for the best question, so now we know something about you two, which no one probably knew. For me, I'd say tornado. F5 tornadoes look absolutely terrifying. Yeah, and do you know what? Anything that Mother Nature throws at you is not going to be pretty, is it? Because if you've pissed her off that much, she ain't going to be taking prisoners. Talksmack awesome. Always base coat before Agrax. ABBA. Painting mantra.
Love from Turkey said, is it Vine or Vinny? Let me know how we pronounce it. But yes, love back to you, my friend. I hope you're well. Joe Holzman says, there's some pubs in the UK trying to reopen by putting perspex between the tables and ordering through apps. It's just not going to be the same, is it?
No.
It's just not going to be the same. You may as well just stay at home and do it. It's not going to be the same. Do you want to jump in?
Yeah, can do.
Have you got the Facebook chat up?
I have, but it's not got all the comments in it. Weirdly.
Right, you just read off the restream chat. Where I'll let you know who it is that's saying it.
Hang on.
Oh, I'll just do it.
Not to one up you, buddy, but my great grandmother is 103 in July. It's that Irish hair. I'm telling you, that is amazing to hear.
You've not one upped him. You've 3 upped him.
That is shocking. Carl John Daly. Who else is dying for a carvery once this is over?
Love
More
a
excited about that than a game. Yeah.
Love a Carvery.
Wicked. Julian YK212 puts a laughing emoji, I think that one is.
Laughing, crying face, yep.
Getting old. Then we've got Carl John Daly just had a 15-minute chat with the wife about it and had to put it out there. Will Robb says, amazing. Then I remembered we don't have a cat. Vinny says, comic me, question mark. Frederick Schultz, funny thing, I handed in my bachelor's thesis days before lockdown in Germany started and wanted to visit some friends and family and go to some events, and now I'm stuck at home working on my backlog. Yeah, I think it's scuppered plans for absolutely everyone, man. Yeah. Green Tree, has anyone else been annoyed with neighbours constantly having people around? Do you know what? I've not seen that on my street, but just knowing it's happening annoys me.
Yeah, I've not had it happen here. We're quite the development where I live. They're all quite sensible, is what I'm trying to say. Like everyone, we have a community Facebook group, and yeah, I've not seen or heard of anyone being silly. Everyone's been really sensible. We've got a lot of doctors live in and around where I live, so I think a lot of people are very careful because they're obviously in and out of work and stuff like that. So I think generally people are just being like overly careful, which is a good thing. It is getting tiresome, but we've just got to keep cracking on. Yeah,
no, fair one. We're up to Frederick Schultz. Hot-sized chicken, it would be like having your own pet dinosaur. Yeah, yeah, I would be terrified of that. On the other hand, a chicken-sized horse would make a funny, cute pet. It would. Mm-hmm. Julian Y2K12, a horse-sized chicken could do some serious damage, but would make a good guard dog. You could never train that thing. Train a chicken. Mental. Frederick Schultz, do the Top Table Baking channel. Steve, you've started something now, mate.
Glenn.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Sorry, I was drinking.
So people want the Top Table Baking channel, mate. You're going to have to make it happen. If you had to be locked down with one person, who would it be, says Glyn Seymour?
Oh. What, like real life, or is this like anyone in the world?
So this is where you're supposed to say your wife, Steve.
No, because I am locked down with my wife.
Is that how it is?
So I'll take a substitute. I'm holding up a number at the side of the pitch. You're off.
I see him 3 days a week at the moment, but I'd much rather it was 7. So yeah, mine's me boy.
Yeah, I think family members are up there. Obviously, if we're going like sort
of
non-family, like celebrity, who do you think would be the most fun to be locked down with?
Celebrities.
Let me have a think. I keep thinking of comedians, but you know what? I think like with comedians, after a week, you'd just end up at each other's throats, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to say Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
I could hang out with Sean Bean.
It'd have to be someone who could cook for me.
You've got that covered.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I need a break.
Yeah, Ramsey, and he could teach you how to run your new YouTube
channel. No, me and Ramsey would rub each other right up the wrong way. Although I did make his 10-minute homemade fish and chips. It's good. It's good. He's been doing it on lockdown. He does like make like carbonara in 10 minutes, and he does like make fish and chips in 10 minutes. And I did it like with homemade beer battered fish, and that is really nice. So I recommend you search that on YouTube, guys. It's really good. That might be the first video I do on there. I can, you can cook.
Oh God, it's going to be the worst. So you've asked me, mate. We'll give the chat a bit of a break. Let them throw some more questions our way. What have you got planned for the next week?
So I'm going to finish this Golan Roth commission.
Yep.
I'm going to crack open that bad boy properly and have a good look at it and do an unboxing.
Nice.
Of that. I'm hoping to get another delivery of lockdown essentials from Element Games this week, hopefully, so I can sort my paint racks out, because my paint racks are just all over the place. I've not got enough room, so I'm hoping to get that sorted. And yeah, just have a general tidy around there. But I want to do some personal projects. So the Hobbiton board, which is over there, which is finished, I need to get to the studio so I can crack on with the next board. and I'm in so the next board is going to be another Middle Earth board, 100%, because I've got the 4x4 baseboard ready to go for it. I'm thinking once that one's done, is to build that super sexy Legion board that we've been talking about.
Yeah, so we're talking about a 3x3 skirmish size board, right?
Yeah, and we can film some battle reports once the lockdown's over, and we'll just try to think of a setting, a location to base the board on. Do we do the sandy one that everyone's doing with them little round buildings, or do we go like Endor, or do we go sort of what do we do?
It's tough, innit? I think we'll have to do a bit of research, but I think you've hit on a good point there, which is I know, like myself, definitely you, probably Ben as well. We're definitely trying to tailor our hobby so when lockdown ends, we've got stuff and just a variety of things that we can bring to the channel. Like I had a massive hobby clear out, and I'm trying to get at least one faction fully painted for every game system I might want to play on the channel. So, like I also got my Hobbits based for SPG, the Brushballer painted, which are legit. So for me, I'm kind of tailoring all my hobby around like getting the most out of it once the world fixes itself. So it is like paint big projects that under normal circumstances just wouldn't get done. Let's be honest, we all have stuff that doesn't get done. Like, who the hell paints 60 wildlings in a week unless they're panicking for a tournament? But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Just getting what we're working on at the moment.
Yeah. So there's loads of stuff. I've got loads of stuff that I need to drop on. I want to get some more of my Isengard done. I've got probably another 8. What do you call it? It's Dunland Wildman there that I need to paint. I've got the Haleth and the other guy, you know, the old guy from Lord of the Rings that I need to finish. I've got to paint this chap, my Aragorn with a bow conversion.
It's a wicked conversion. How long ago did you do that? That is old.
Ages ago, yeah, ages ago. Do you remember it? I can't remember. I remember putting a post out saying, "Has anyone converted the full Fellowship?" on Facebook. I remember doing it, and that's when I started. And I'd converted Boromir. I converted him. I've got a Gandalf which is chopped up, ready to convert. Which I don't know why I'm converting Gandalf, because there's about 500 poses, but. There's Gandalf, and then Gimli's the tough one that I couldn't make my mind up what to do with him, because the poses don't really lend themselves well to be converted, because they're all quite stuck to, you know what I mean? They're not great poses.
So good as well. Like, why would you? There was more reason to convert one until that set come out.
Yeah,
that's the standard model of the 300s kit for me. It isn't Aragorn or Legolas. I think it's Gimli.
Yeah, Gimli is cool. He is cool. But yeah, so loads to do. Always busy. I'm streaming Monday night with Damien again, and we've got Devin on. So if you're into your SBG, make sure you tune in on Monday night. That's going to be good. We're going to be talking about, you know, how Devin and Damien have been coping with the lockdown, what the American SBG leagues and communities are looking like at the moment, and the differences between theirs and ours, etc. So that'll be fun. We'll just be answering questions, and then we're streaming on Wednesday.
We are.
With the normal Top Table live on Wednesday. And then I think I'm streaming again. It's Battle Streams again on the Friday.
Yeah.
So you can't get rid of me, basically. You're going to be sick of the sight of me if you're not already.
So much Steve in your face. Yeah, we've got another one on Wednesday.
That sounded so wrong.
It did, didn't it?
That sounded wrong.
It did.
Where are we up to?
Do you want to jump back in with Will Robb?
Will Robb. No horses. Horses are really expensive. Frederick Schultz. Do the Top Table Baking channel. 10 out of 10 would watch. Thank you, my friend. Just confirm it was anyone in the world stroke celeb. I think we answered that in depth. Tim Vine says Will.
Nice.
Tim Vine. Carl Daly, Jurgen Klopp all day, beer and learning about heavy metal footy, or Ian McKellen, just to hear Gandalf all day would be worth it. I could see Ian McKellen being a bit grumpy after 2 days.
He's in my naughty list, isn't he? No, Ian McKellen.
I think he would be grumpy. I'm not
telling the story again. But no, do one.
Will says you can't be locked up with Boromir. He'd try and get your ring.
Okay,
um, and then Glenn is repeating what I said. Me and Ramsey would rub each other. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. And Angel says, "I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that." No context, Stephen Crow edition. He's absolute filth. Standard. And Angel says that's why we love him. I open my mouth and stuff comes out that shouldn't really.
Well, Jacko would make a really cool board with ruined ships. Jacko would be ace. One of the good things about Star Wars, I mentioned it in the video, is just how awesome it looks. You've got all these like crazy, vibrant like worlds that don't look like Earth realistic, if you will, and like they're just so bright and insane. It just looks mega. Do you know what I mean? And I think Legion. I think you'll really enjoy doing a Legion board.
Yeah, I really like the idea of doing like a, like sort of a few buildings on it, like streets, like a few streets, but they'd have to be quite wide, wouldn't they, to be able to play the game. I looked at a few of how to play videos, and by the way, the vibe that I'm getting of how the units move, that like the streets would have to be quite wide for it to make it playable.
Yeah, it does use quite a lot of terrain as well. Like it does use a fair chunk of the stuff.
Yeah.
But nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be good. Where are we up to? Marley's in. How you doing, Ian? Good to have you. Hope you're well. He says, Steve, you look fed up, son. Is Jay bad company? No, mate. I'm hungover. I'm very hungover and tired.
I mean, that Damien was bad company last night.
I was up streaming late last night, and then I have this because we streamed for so long, like 5 hours it was last night. When I was starving, so I was drunk and hungry, so I went in and made a sausage butty at 2 a.m. So it was probably about 4 by the time I got to sleep. I had a sausage butty. I think so. I had a sausage butty and a couple more beers. Where's that just come from? Balls of blue tack falling on me and that. But yeah, so I look at the state of me. I look rough. I actually look my age today. I think normally I can pull off and save about 5 years and what I actually am, but I think I actually look my age today. Rob's in. Rob Brown, new patron. Welcome, Rob. Good to have you, brother. Hope you're well. Carl Daly, how about a board from the last scene of the Clone Wars? Snow and a crushed. Is it Venator ship? Venator?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if you've seen it, but the last 4 episodes are the best Star Wars since episode 3.
Do you know what? I tried watching the Clone Wars series and I finished season 1 and I was just bored.
Is that the cartoon one?
Yeah, it's the animated series. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, I'll be quite honest.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool, but I don't know loads about it. And yeah, like everyone said, watch the Clone Wars, and I watched season 1 and I was just a bit like, oh. Do you know when you're just watching something for watching its sake and you're just working through it? Like, I could tell I wasn't that interested anymore, so it wasn't for me, so I've not. But I hear that the Clone Wars like later series is like legit.
I've not seen it. I've not seen any of it.
What rubbish are we all rewatching while we're in isolation? I'm halfway through season 6 on my rewatch of Game of Thrones. I'm going back through all that.
I'm on. I started because when The Last Kingdom came out, I started watching it. I think I got about halfway through the first season, and then just not on purpose. Just when you don't watch it then for a few weeks and you kind of think, oh, I can't be bothered. And then obviously lockdown was a good excuse. I think there's 4 seasons now, and I'm halfway through the 3rd, and it gets a lot better. I think now.
You recommended it to me.
Yeah, if you can, it's good. It's good. It's the first season's a little bit slow, but it is good.
Yeah,
it's good. It's worth watching.
I got 7 episodes in and just went back to Game of Thrones. It just felt like a poor man's Viking.
No, it's totally different because it's totally different. It's totally different. Right. It's really good. It is really good. I'm enjoying it. So.
I want to finish Game of Thrones now because I'm 3/4 of the way through. After that, I'm going to have another run at Witcher. I want to watch season 1 of The Witcher again, and then I might give it another go. We'll see.
I think it's a bit soon for me to watch Witcher again. It's like that with Mandalorian. Like I was tempted to watch Mandalorian again, and I was like, I've not long watched it. So,
yeah.
you know. Let's have a look. Where are we up to with the chat?
So we've got Ian Marley saying he's watching Castlevania on Netflix, and he says Last Kingdom is sick. Glyn says finish Last Kingdom mint, and Ian says Last Kingdom is heads above Vikings, you turd. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Frederick says a Felucia. Have we read that? A Felucia board for Legion would be awesome. Lots of crazy alien plants and 10-meter mushrooms, etc., etc. Jawsman says, yeah, Carl, the trooper helmet's peeking through the snow. And then we're up to where you just said Castlevania. Rangers of the East, season 1 of CW. What's CW? Clone Wars. Isn't that great? But seasons 3 and afterwards are very good. Carl Daly, season 1 is a bit naff, but after that it's amazing. Specifically the final season. No spoilers, I've not seen it yet. Don says, I switched to watching Marvel films, now going through the TV series. I started watching something by accident. I think it was, I can't remember if it was on Amazon or Netflix. And I think it's DC, one of the DC universe. And I think it's called Black Lightning. Have you seen it?
I saw the trailers.
It's one of them where it's that bad. I've got to finish it. I've got to watch it all. It's terrible. Right. It's shocking. It is shocking. But I'm invested now, so you know there's probably about 5 hours of my life that I've invested into it, so I've got to see it through to the end. But it's shocking. It is absolutely shocking.
What? I think this is amazing. Did you watch Altered Carbon? That is class.
Yeah, it's good. It is good.
I finished season 2 recently. That's such a good show.
Yeah, I've only watched the first 2 episodes of season 2. The first season was great. I really enjoyed it. You might have already covered this, Glenn. Oh yeah, Glenn Seymour finished because you just went through the Facebook messages, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, mate. I must have been reading them off my phone.
Terror. Will Robb says Stargate Atlantis for maybe the 6th time, and Big Bang Theory for honestly like the 30th time. Not watched any of them. I've heard people going about Big Bang Theory, how funny it is. I've seen the odd episode, but I don't know. Maybe I think. I watch
it, but I don't watch it in order. It's just on. I'll whack it on.
I think it went over my head. Green Tree says rewatching Detectorists on BBC iPlayer. Don't know what that is. Green Tree. I'll have a look for that though. And then obviously Marley calls you a turd. Carl says The Last Kingdom is awesome. Season 4 was great. Right, let's find where that is. Angel says, weirdly, I've been watching Silent Witness on BBC iPlayer because I wish I had the stomach to be a pathologist. Very interesting. I do like stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's good.
Is that the Helen Mirren?
I think so, yeah. But she's not in the later series though, is she? Doesn't change to somebody else. I'll tell you what does look good, and it's just come out on Netflix yesterday. That White Lines, have you seen that advertised?
White Lions?
White Lines. It's apparently based around a load of people in the 90s, people from like Manchester when they first went to Ibiza to the party scene and all that. Yeah. And it looks pretty good. I'm gonna get onto that this weekend, I think.
You know what's supposed to be ace as well? That Gangs of London.
It is good. Have you not watched it all?
No.
Oh, I binge watched it in like 2 days while I was board building.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Right.
The fight scenes in it are just like out of this world. They're really good.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Someone who's that says so. Ian Marley says you're wrong. Glyn says toss a coin. Let's not start that song.
Oh, that was 3 months of my life. I'm never getting back. Don't put that song again.
And Marley says, Jay, for a man who is about Vikings or they are your jam, you need to get with the programme, son. Joe Holzman, just I rewatched all the MCU, so Marvel universe, is it? Yeah. And I'm trying to watch some of the stuff I hadn't gotten around to before. And he also says he's on Killing Eve at the minute. I like Killing Eve.
The Marvel stuff with Oscar.
No,
we didn't do it in order. I thought we'll just watch all the Avengers movies, and he loved it. And he loved. It's been out long enough now. And then it got to the end of, is it Infinity War? Not the last one, the one before it. And when everyone vaporizes, he got proper upset, and he won't watch the last one now. I'm like, mate, it's fine, don't worry. And he's like watching it, and he's proper wounded.
Have you watched Killing Eve?
I've seen do you know when you see like junk bits of it on Facebook. Innit?
Yeah, watch it. It's good, mate. It's good. It is good.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. Watch it. It's pretty dark, so it's got like a dark humour to it. So she's an assassin, so there's like killing and stuff in it. Like in some of the ways, like she like takes people out is a bit grim, but she does it in like her character's like got like humour to it. It is really good. It's really good. Glyn says better actually toss your TTG coin to The Witcher. And Angel says to Ian, "Oh my God, I need to watch Vikings." I really like Vikings, but I think the series there's a series currently on Amazon.
It's the last one, isn't it?
Well, there was a big gap, and I seem to have forgot what's gone on. And I started watching some of them, and I was like, I'm sure I've watched all this before. Sure, it's the same. They're just like regurgitating the same stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but there's a big thing that happens that just was the point that I stopped watching Vikings. But yeah.
Yeah. Don says Altered Carbon, brilliant. Swap your leading actors whenever you want. It's a really good show. Carl Daly, Stargate Atlantis is brilliant. All Stargate is great. That would make a great tabletop game. I think there was a tabletop game for that. I'm pretty sure there was. I remember. Like a Kickstarter or something, I'm sure.
Well, there probably is something with the license.
Will Pittar says, watch Black Lightning myself. Just for my information, it gets worse. Yeah, I get that vibe. There's a lot of lycra and like silliness. It's stupid. Ian says Viking gets worse, Last Kingdom gets better. Couldn't agree more. And then Carl Daly says get IPTV for Silent Witness. They have something like 20 plus seasons of it. Ian says Amazon Prime for The Boys.
That's good. Watch that.
Amazon Prime?
No, The Boys.
Oh, right. Oh, The Boy. Oh, right. I was thinking, what? The Boys, yeah, I watched it, yeah. When's the next season out? Because it ended a bit like thingy, didn't it?
I think it's filmed. I've seen like loads of behind the scenes and stuff, and I've heard bits about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think what's going on, everything's up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah. The first 3 seasons of BBT are the best, says Will Rab. Season 4 to maybe 7 to 8 are funny, but start to go off the original theme a bit slightly. Then 8, 9 to 12 are funny, but nothing what the show represented in 1 to 3. What's BBT?
Big Bang Theory.
Oh, Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I don't know. Angel says Gangs of London is on my list to watch. Yeah, it's good. It's good, Angel. It is really good. I recommend it. It's there's some bits of it that are like, do you know what I mean? But as long as you can get over that, it's worth a watch. It's probably one of the best drama series that I've watched on TV in probably a few months. And then who's that? Glenn says started watching Rick and Morty. That's another thing I've never touched on.
Do you know what? It's dead controversial, but I don't like it.
I'm not
a fan of things that are like funny because they say things that you shouldn't say out loud. Or
do you know what? I probably upset a lot of people. I was like that with I really think South Park is not funny.
Mate, I didn't like South Park.
At all.
I'm not even a guy fan, mate. Like all that's not really me, that sort of humour.
I just think it's not even. I'm like, I've tried to watch it, and I've just been there thinking, what am I watching here? What am I watching? It's crap. The only thing that's ever been like that, and I've not seen it for a long time. I don't even think it's on anymore. That I used to watch. You ever used to watch the adult Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Do you remember Ren and Stimpy? So there was a kids version that was on like in the afternoons, Ren and Stimpy, but there used to be an adult version of Ren and Stimpy, which, when I say adult, it wasn't like gross or anything like that. It was just more adult humour. It was good. I used to like that, Ren and Stimpy. It was good. Don says Killing Eve is brilliant. Silent Witness is about forensic science. Amelia Fox stars. Okay. And Green Tree says, am I the only one who gave up on The Witcher? It just wasn't for me. Loved the games though. I like The Witcher. It
was interesting. I think I think the time jump did everyone dead in. And I read an article today. The directors confirmed that it doesn't happen in season 2. He basically said, look, we've given you enough backstory of everyone. Because I think the thing with The Witcher that baffled everyone's heads, and it did me for every episode, is like when you figure out that what you're watching actually happened 10 years before the episode before and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And until you've seen it all and you can sit and go, right, the timeline is boom, 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 boom. I can see why it puts people off, but it's worth sticking with. And they have confirmed that going forward now, because everyone's met and no one needs a backstory, it'll just run, which is good.
Yeah.
There's stuff on YouTube where basically someone's restitched it into chronological order.
All right.
And you can watch it that way. But no, I enjoyed
it. Yeah. Don is telling Green Tree, which was good to stick with it. Yeah, I liked it. There was bits that I was a bit like, yeah, but overall I liked it. I'm not a massive Witcher fan. I've not really played. I think I played the first game. That was a little bit. I wasn't really into it, but the series was good. It's kind of I'm into like the fantasy setting, so yeah, I enjoyed it. Green Tree says, I know what the big thing that happened in Vikings was. It was the reason I stopped watching.
Same reason I stopped watching.
Is the big thing that you're talking about? Is it the big thing that happened a couple of seasons ago? Or the big thing is yet to happen, and I've not seen it.
It's the one that happened a couple of seasons.
Oh, right, yeah.
Snakes.
Yeah. It had to do with the movie for World of Warcraft. That's why it happened.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Because that is like genuinely what happened in real life. Oh, no, carry on. Next question.
Don says Winona Earp, Netflix. I've seen it advertised. I've not looked at it. Jill Monroe, what's this? A stream on a Saturday? Quarantine Madness. It is. We are going stir crazy, Jill. Unfortunately. And Ian says, I don't like Rick and Morty either, mate. Don't get it. Be proud. And Jill Monroe also can't stand Rick and Morty.
I always thought I was like a serious minority.
I always when people start talking about it, I always kind of just put my head down. I thought I better not mention that I don't like it. No one will like me. Carl Daly says, I've been catching up with The Walking Dead. Not seen the last couple of seasons. I did stop because of Beep dying, but I do need to finish it. When you say Beep dying, I'm not sure if you mean who I think you mean.
I mean, I stopped watching before. I know which Beep Carl means, but I stopped watching before that. I just fell out of love with seeing like epic trailers every week, and then 8 episodes building up to a fight, and then the fight not happening.
I got sick of the same episode done in as many different ways as they could possibly do it. Pretty much.
Found Sanctuary. We're all happy. Oh no, in a conflict. Oh no.
Here's another gang. These guys wear leather jackets. These guys ride horses. These guys have forks on the end of big sticks. It's
I hear it's really good. Like, I do still hear good things, and a lot of people still love it, obviously. But
do you know what it is? I think, mate. I think it's always been pretty naff. But when it first came out, I think TV now has evolved. We've got a lot more choice. Like Netflix there's so much good stuff on Netflix and Amazon. Like we never really had it then. Like we were.
How old is The Walking Dead?
It's old. It's old, mate. It's old. It's old. It's got to be over 10 years.
No, it's not that.
It's got to be.
Hang on.
How many seasons are there?
I'll Google it now. There's no way it's that.
I reckon it's over 10 years.
The Walking
Dead.
Premiere. Nah.
Mate, all you got to do is look
at... Far off. 31st of October 2010.
Yeah, well, it's 10 years. I was going to say, all you got to do is look at how young Carl was.
Carl,
yeah.
Coral. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, you're probably right,
Yeah. It's 10 years. It's too long, man. It's too long. And then you've got like Fear the Walking Dead as well, which I just can't get into. It's just...
I watched about 4 episodes of that and just never tried. And that was back when I was enjoying the first Walking Dead. Like, it wasn't.
The problem they've done with Fear the Walking Dead is that their heroes are really annoying. Like, all of them are really annoying. I just want them to get eaten by zombies. Like, they just irritate me. Glyn puts a love heart to The Witcher. Carl Daly says, I enjoyed The Witcher. I had to watch it twice to get my head around it. And Green Tree says, here's my question. Who cuts the grass in The Walking Dead? The thing that
they get only in season 3 and it's like a perfect lawn.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's even worse than that, like you're saying, who cuts the grass? Why is everyone so scared of these zombies that can't even walk at a full walk pace? if you just seen a herd coming towards you, just walk off. You don't have to run. Just walk away.
You know what tickles me as well in the first ever episode? Like, Rick wakes up in his hospital bed and, like, his drip's still half full. The whole town has been abandoned. Like, his drip's still half full.
That might be a catheter, that, mate. Glyn says South Park is my jam, but don't worry, I'm not offended. Brian F. Knight says that's me finished. Gandalf chaps, good stream to get over the line. I'll put some pics up on TTG. Good night. Thank you, Brian. Yes, whack them up, my friend. We'll have a look. Will Pinter, I went on a nostalgia binge today and watched some Dungeons and Dragons cartoons. Did you see? There's an advert for a car in Brazil that used the Dungeons and Dragons cartoons. Did you see it?
No.
It's on Facebook somewhere or on YouTube. It's like it's in Brazilian, but it's got the Dungeons and Dragons character cartoons from it. It's quite weird that you say that because I only seen that the other day. Where's that? Oh, after Jay never rang me back, he says. Jill says, my problem with Walking Dead was that there wasn't a single character I wanted to survive. They were all assholes. There isn't, yeah, that's true.
I like one or two.
I used to like, is it Carol?
Yeah.
I used to sort of root for Carol.
She was ace when she was like the frail battered wife, but now she's a ninja.
Yeah, I used to root for Carol when she first became a badass. But yeah, even she's a bit annoying now. Don says streaming is good, almost makes up for the loss of Eurovision. Oh yeah, everyone's been going about Eurovision. Was it this weekend? Was it?
Was it?
I think so. Yeah. Will is, I think he's contemplating when Walking Dead started. He says it was 2011 or 2012. Green Tree, I still have a Walking Dead issue 4. Wish I'd have picked up issue 1. And Angel says to Green Tree, asking the important questions. I think that's about the grass. Must be about the grass. Glyn says, which is the most disappointing thing or ending to your favourite series to make you just go, no? Do you have to ask that? I mean, are we even going to mention Game of Thrones? It wasn't
that bad. It wasn't good.
It wasn't bad. Shocking. They could have done if they'd have done that ending, but done it. It was like they just, I don't know. It was like it was 4:45 and they had to get the last 2 episodes done on a Friday afternoon. That's what it felt like.
Do you know what was well worse than Game of Thrones?
Go on. Who?
Lost.
Oh, don't get me started on Lost.
That show was my life. I adored that show, and then I think it was like season 3, season 4, wasn't it? They had like the writer strikes happened in America.
Yeah.
And it was the same like Heroes and a load of really cool shows. You had to get like temporary writers in, and they just ruined them. And for 2 or 3 seasons, different people wrote Lost.
Yeah.
And they took it that far away from what it was, like parallel timelines and that
it was like they kept changing the mind.
Well, that's it. They ended up having to end the show in a way that for 6 years, in every interview in the world, they promised wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because it was the only way they could wrap up all the like ridiculous stuff. And I loved Lost, and it's not even just the ending. The last 2 series of that were just disappointing.
Well, what was it? The last season, where each episode was like about each individual character or something in a different dimension or something like that.
No, that was the same all the way through every series.
It done my head in.
The episode was based around one person, and the flashbacks would be about one person. But yeah, they did that from season 1. It was always loosely around one person with everything going on. If that makes sense. But on sorry, my cat's wrecking the place. The first 3 seasons of Lost.
Make sure it's your cat, mate.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Lost for me was ruined way more than Game of Thrones was. I didn't mind Game of Thrones season 8. I didn't like it, but I didn't dislike it like the internet did.
Yeah. No, I just really I mean, I still loved I loved it up until the last season, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed watching it. Like some of the scene where Daenerys just like loses the plot. Them scenes were just like amazing, like they were done well. But it was just like, it's like, right, we've done that now. we need to wrap up, guys. So if you could just go and stab her,
Last
that'd be awesome.
order.
That'd be awesome. Cheers, mate. Yeah.
I think like season 6 when it was like Jon Snow versus Ramsay Bolton, that was just like
Yeah.
that was incredible telly, man.
Yeah, it was. It was. It'll take some beating that. I think Lord of the Rings might top it. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, when's that pre-COVID? When was that due to be out? Next year?
Next year. It's going to be another year because it's going to be another year. It's going to be another year.
2 or 3.
Yeah. Who's that? Which is the most? Who's asked that? So Glyn says, which is the most disappointing thing? Oh, we just said that, didn't we? And then Ian says, when are you doing Age of Sigmar, Steve? It's not going to happen, mate. Unfortunately, it's not for me. Age of Sigmar. It is not for me. It's a fantasy thing, isn't it? So Lord of the Rings scratches that itch for me. And then, yeah, it's not. If they brought back Mordheim, I'd be all over that like a rash. If Mordheim was out, I'd be all over that. If the old world thing, I have got one eye on that, like the old world thing that's coming out. But Age of Sigmar, it's not for me. There's just nothing about it like interests me at all. Just don't like the way it's. I just don't like the remit of it. I just don't like it. Don't like it. And then Ian says, Walking Dead is beep. Sorry, peeps. Don says zombie sheep, and Will says Angel didn't realize we were in this stream with Angelus. Buffy references. Anyone? Do you remember Angel? What was the blonde guy called? The blonde vampire dude. Spike. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Spike. The vampire everyone loved to hate. Joe says, I didn't mind the end of Lost. Game of Thrones, however, felt like they knew where they had to end, but hadn't given themselves enough episodes to get there. Yeah, it was just very rushed. I don't mind. I said it to you before. I don't mind the ending. I could deal with the ending. I just think it could have been done a lot better.
Yeah, they had enough time, right? Because like the last 4 episodes were 90 minutes. That's like a movie. They had 4 movies, which is like they had 4 movies to wrap it up. They had enough time. I just don't think it was executed incredibly.
And I think it was dead obvious. Like loads of corners were cut.
Yeah.
Like really, what was the thing about? You know, when they were at the gates outside and they killed Daenerys's best mate, the girl from Hollyoaks.
I knew you'd say that.
The fit one.
Oh,
yeah. So when they were at them gates, when we looked at that place like previously in the series, wasn't it like in the middle of a load of forests and trees and greenery, and then all of a sudden it's in the middle of a desert? And these are things that they should have picked up on, I thought.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Where are we? Green Tree says, pick one, Game of Thrones or Star Wars for most destroyed franchise.
I don't think Game of Thrones was destroyed or Star Wars.
I wouldn't say they were destroyed. Game of Thrones wasn't destroyed. I still think it's a belting series or group of seasons, whatever. I think it's well worth a watch if you've not seen it. Star Wars, I don't know whether I just outgrew Star Wars and Star Wars became a little bit what's the word? I don't know.
Excuse me, one sec.
It was a bit cuddly toy for me, Star Wars, and is now the new stuff. I know it's bought by Disney and it's aimed at the younger generation. I get that, but it is all a bit very cuddly toy. If you know what I mean by that. So yeah, Angel says, Angel's now on YouTube, which is handy, so I don't have to keep checking. Thank you for that. She says, we'll talk about things to rewatch. Oh my god, I miss Buffy. I was a secret Buffy fan. I used to watch it and not telling my mates. But now I'm older. I know probably all my mates used to watch it as well.
Yeah, you all watched it.
Why did we watch Buffy and Angel? I wonder. Will says at Green Tree, Star Wars every time, all day, every day. And Carl says the ending of Game of Thrones was just okay, but they needed 2 or 3 episodes more to have that ending. Lost ending was poor. Buffy was also poor. Gutted the Angel series ended on a massive cliffhanger. We're doing well in the chat. Will says that Angel, get on it. Did you read any of the comics? It carried on after season 7 TV show, and it finished on season 12 comics. The only season I need, and it goes for like £100 on eBay.
That is mental.
Yeah. Green Tree says to Angel, give it a couple of weeks, and they will do a crappy Buffy reboot. Did they do a film or something with someone else? Oh no, because the series was off the film, wasn't it? What was what in the original movie before the series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer? What was she called? Was it Kirsten something or Kristen something? She was in Baywatch, I think.
No idea.
What was she called? I'm a little bit older than you, aren't I? So
Showing your age now, mate.
I know, yeah. Marley will know. He's about my age, isn't he? Don says, I'm off for food. See you guys. And thanks, Don. Take care. Enjoy your food. And Ian says, Age of Sigmar is like 40k, a bit better, mate. Yeah. But that's the difference. I've not played either of them, but 40k attracts me more than Age of Sigmar does. And I think you need that initial something, that spark to get into something.
Yeah.
Will says, Spike William the Bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Buffy references. Spike was the best character, says Will. Green Trees. No, Will says to Green Tree, I hope the reboot isn't crappy. To be honest, they should probably just leave it now. It is, but isn't there is a reboot, right? That's what he's saying. It's legit. There is a reboot of Buffy coming out.
No.
I think there is. I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
And it's a Saturday night TV chat, but I'm loving it.
I think it's like a really crappy, like.
Oh, look, reboot. Hang on.
Snide Netflix. No, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but now she's like a sexy seductress. Not that I watch it. Not that I watch it, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Carl says.
I'm not going to read the article, but everyone's talking about it.
It might already be out. Carl says, will the Game of Thrones books end the same, but get there a different way? Well, they've not ended it. Aren't we due a new Game of Thrones book?
Yeah, the books are behind the movies. He could end it differently.
Yeah. Angel says to Will, not read any of the comics, but I watched a lot of it when I was really young. I want to watch it again now. Contemplating the comics to add to the bookshelves while on furlough. Do it, Angel. She says, I'm glad I'm not the only one that recognised her from Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
Hollyoaks crew, big up. Green Tree says, Will Rab, they just leave everything. They just leave everything, but they
should
won't.
Just leave everything.
Oh, right, they should. My eyes are going funny. Look at the state of my eyes. Angel says, can't watch Hollyoaks anymore because it's shite. It's always been shite, Angel. that's always been shite.
Yeah, it was never good, let's be honest.
She also says to Carl, that's if the books ever get finished. Niall Woods, welcome, pal. He says, I ordered the Dark Imperium set about 10 days ago. Can't wait for it to come. Carl Daly says, Star Wars can be saved if Dave Filoni is put in charge. You know more about the politics of it than myself. Glyn says, it'll hurt. Glyn's gone over to YouTube. Everyone's gone over to YouTube, which is great because I can see the names. It'll hurt so much more if Amazon ruin Lord of the Rings for me. Be positive, Glyn.
Do you know what? It's something you touched on last night as well. Like the Amazon aside, I pray, and the problem is it's old enough now, but I pray that in my lifetime they don't try and remake the trilogy.
I think they will. Definitely in our lifetime.
Thinking about 10 years they will. Or like Damien said, it could be seasons 5, 6, 7 of this Amazon show if it goes bananas. But just leave it alone.
If the Amazon show does well, they'll do it 100%. 100%. Will says, go check Sarah Michelle Gellar's Instagram page. She hasn't aged that much at all. Carl says, Angel, probably not, but we can hope.
She married the guy who played Darth Vader in the crap Disney ones with Ewan McGregor? Hayden Christensen.
No, isn't he a gardener now?
What?
He's a gardener now or something, a gardener.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Trust.
Trust.
He made. I've had a drink, and he made pure money off Star Wars, and just thought, I don't need to do this acting lark anymore. Can't be bothered. Just gonna go and cut someone's grass. Chill.
Okay, fair enough.
Regal Targaryen says, disappointed with the ending of Game of Thrones. Good news is that J.R. Martin has said that the books will end differently. Yeah, but that doesn't mean... I don't think that means that the ending will be different. It just means
I think it does. If he said it's going to end differently, then it means the ending will be
I think he'll just, like, draw it out the same way. Like, I just don't...
He could get to the same end product better.
That's what I mean. So, yeah. Glenn's... Harsh Glenn, he says, Game of Thrones is dead to me and Star Wars. Apart from The Mandalorian and Rogue, the new stuff, bleh.
Wow.
Mahali says, still look better than you. It's debatable. You do today, probably, to be fair.
He does, mate. He does.
He does. Well, I don't know. I've been watching him on Facebook, stalking him.
That second kid him over, I think.
Will says, Joss Whedon had an idea about the universe. They did a film, but it wasn't what he wanted it to be, so then they did a TV show, which is the Buffy we all know and love.
Fair.
Okay. A lot of Buffy fans in the chat. Who's never watched? So Marley's never watched Buffy, had a girlfriend instead. You're missing out, mate, I'm telling you. Will says there is a reboot. It's going to be a different Slayer, though, and I think it's after the events.
Not really a reboot, then, is it?
Kirsty Swanson was the original. Yeah, Will knows. Yes, Will, you know. I'll give you the wink and the gun, my friend. You know what I'm talking about. I may have had a poster of Kirsty Swanson on my wall when I was a young buck. They're not reading the actual story, they're continuing it. Redoing the actual story, they're continuing it. Kirsty Swanson in the film, and yeah, I think they're doing a new spin-off. Angel says, if they do finish the books, I'll be all over that. Joe says, we've been due a new Game of Thrones book for about 8 years here. Green Tree, Amazon Lord of the Rings is going to be forced diverse. I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised, I think.
Have you seen the cast?
Yeah.
Like, you look at some of them and it's like, you're defo a Hobbit. You are defo.
Is it what's he called who was in Game of Thrones, who was the half walker? Jon Snow. Benji. Isn't he going to be like Sauron in elf form?
I think he is like he's the baddie, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's a good. As soon as I seen that article, I thought that's good. That's cast that well.
There's nobody that looks like a hero after that sounds. Now, I know we're looking at people dressed in like the normal top and tails, but none of them look like heroes to me.
But would you have said, look, if you hadn't, let's put yourself before Lord of the Rings was released, when you've seen films that Viggo Mortensen was in, you wouldn't have, you look at him now in a totally different light since he's been out.
To be fair, slightly different, but I was fuming when I saw James Nesbitt was in Thorin's company, and he ended up being one of my favourites. So you do make.
I always think like that was a bullet dodged when Nicolas Cage wasn't Aragorn. Could you imagine? And did you know Sean Connery turned down the part of Gandalf before it was given to Ian McKellen?
Oh, can you imagine Nicolas? It'd be like The Rock 2, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Gandalf, he wouldn't have got picked up by eagles. He'd have got in a yellow Ferrari and got off from Saruman, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Crashed it under a tram.
Nicholas, thank God that casting didn't happen.
Carl Daly, there is so many other stories Amazon can tell about Middle-earth. I hope they don't go near War of the Ring.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they just told us a new story.
That's what they're saying, aren't they? That's second age, isn't it?
How long? They're gonna dip the toe in, aren't they?
I think it depends how the first season goes.
I mean, in terms of views and ratings, it's good. It'll get the views. It's just what the critics say. But it's the thing that annoys me about stuff these days is it's cool to just put something down. Like, it's cool to hate something and say it's not fit into the world. Like, I liked Batman versus Superman. I'm willing to say it. Like, it wasn't a bad movie, but it's kind of become geek culture to trash something now.
Well, yeah, I do get it. I do get it. If you go to watch a film called Batman versus Superman and you complain that it's bad, then you need to go and have a look at yourself in the mirror and get a slap off someone, don't you, really? and it was very similar with the Alien versus Predator films. Like, that is such a cool idea, but in reality that could never be a good film.
No.
Could never be a good film. Could never be a good film. But it's such a cool idea, so it really... I'm a big fan of like the Alien and Predator franchise. and I'm glad they're there because it's another few hours in sort of that sort of universe. But they are crap films. That's it. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as soon as you do stuff like that, it's not going to be great, is it? You're going to upset one half at least, anyway.
Yeah.
Where are we? I can't remember her husband's name, but he's the guy who plays the main male jock character in She's All That. Oh, it's it's the guy who played
Freddie Prinze.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah. He only plays one character in every film he's in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A bit like Sean Bean. Ian says, "Don't be afraid of trying it." And Will says, "So when is the Lord of the Rings TV show meant to air?" I think it was supposed to be next year.
End of next year, but obviously I think it'll be 2022 now.
Yeah, definitely. Green Tree says, "American accents really take me out of fantasy TV shows. Hope Amazon Lord of the Rings don't have them."
I don't think they will.
No, I don't think they will. I totally agree with you. And I think the idea of the English accents, and the different English accents, like you've got Yorkshire and then you've got Northern, Southern. I think it really adds to it because at the end of the day, they're coming off from an Englishman's writings. They're based around these kind of characters that have like English accents, and it just always looks more authentic, I think. I mean, to be fair, the American accent's only been around for a couple of hundred years, hasn't
it? Yeah.
Ooh, he went there. Joe Holzman says, "No date has been set, but I think the last rumours were 2022. Yeah. Jill is confirming Freddie Prinze Jr., who does a lot of voices in video games nowadays. Glyn says, Lord of the Rings trivia question. What is Isildur's eldest son's name who begs his father to flee during the Gladden Fields?
Chris.
God knows. Jeff.
Dave.
Let's put it out to the chat. Does anybody know? Glyn's got his Lord of the Rings appendices out.
He didn't know that. He's surrounded by books.
Of course he did. Green Tree says, I'm sure Sean Connery turned down the role of Gandalf and 50% of the profits. Yes.
Oh, if that's true, that is
gutted. Carl Daly, Beren and Luthien, Foil of Gondolin, Children of Húrin, they need to be told. Will says, 2 absolutely fantastic franchises on their own, but don't quite mix. Was that Superman and Batman or Predator versus Alien? Or Alien versus Predator? That's the one. Gary Durr was Isildur's son. Elendor, I think, Glenn. Angel says, never watched Batman vs Superman because cinema is stupidly expensive nowadays, but not mad that I haven't watched it yet.
I enjoyed it. Again, like you said, you got to take it for what it is.
Yeah. You're going to watch some silliness.
You're not going to be with deep thoughts and the meaning of life. You're going to watch dudes in suits punch each other for 2 hours and that's it.
Dudes in tights.
Yeah.
With their underpants on top over the jeans and that. Angel says, apologies for spelling, 3 glasses of wine in. Angel's making a party of it.
He's on it.
Yeah, she's getting on it. Will Rob says, Kenny. Calla Dilly was left in Rivendell. Valandel even. AVP, he meant, yeah. Carl got it. Elendor was the only son who knew of the One Ring. And Lord Ian Marley says, I like Justice League. It made me see Aquaman. Now I wish I could claw my eyes out.
Do you know what I've become addicted to? My little lad loves... they've done a new cartoon of the Teen Titans, and it's called Teen Titans Go. And it's proper hilarious. It's laced with adult humour. Do you know what they do in kids' shows now?
Yeah, a lot of stuff is now, isn't it?
Teen Titans Go is amazing. And I'm the one suggesting we put it on now. It's wicked. Good fun. I reckon it's 10:30, mate. I've done 2. I reckon you wrap up in the next 5 minutes. So get your questions in. If you've got anything else left, let's hear it, and we'll pick a favourite question at the end. Will Raab says, now what's everyone's thoughts on I always say Pacific Rim. First, not second. Personally love it. I think it's a great looking film. Absolutely sick concept, but the acting is ass. Now I'm going to be real controversial and upset people here. I don't like dinosaur movies. Never liked Jurassic Park. And I don't like kaiju movies or big robots like Transformers or it's just not my jam. Yeah, I saw Pacific Rim and I never watched it.
I saw Pacific Rim 1. I thought it was all right. I'm like you. It's not really for me. I think I watched it because I was looking for something to watch. Oh, well, I've not watched that yet. So I watched it. It was all right. It wasn't terrible. It's not my vibe, but yeah, it's watchable. So yeah, Will Pintar says Teen Titans Go is mint.
He's well funny.
Oh.
So I got on the house singing the songs.
Ian saying, Jay, what's your jam?
Strawberry, mate. Standard.
Go on, I'll let you crack on.
Okay. Carl Daly. I would love to see the Battle of Gladden Fields on the TV. From the Unfinished Tales, the battle was pretty epic. A wedge shield wall, if I remember rightly, was a favourite tactic. Do you know what? I need to read more of the kind of non-Hobbit Lord of the Rings trilogy stuff. Like, it's something I've just not done, and I definitely would like to.
Yeah. I'm not being rude. I just need to check something in my emails. I forgot to check earlier, so I'm gonna let you crack on.
Angel says, wrap up in the next 5 minutes, tut. Just because you're on it with a bottle of wine, straight out of the bottle with a straw in.
He's a part-timer, isn't he, Angel? You know, I'm used to these 5-hour streams, mate. I could sit here and drink all night. I'm not fussed. So I feel like do you know what? I think that's why I've been able to do it. It kind of feels like I'm in the pub.
Just sat talking nonsense.
Talking absolute gash to everyone.
Oh, these films dropping. That's why we're ending the stream. Has anyone started a stupid quarantine project? I bought a box of Napoleonics this week, and I'm not sure I haven't gone totally mad. I don't think I've done anything stupid yet. Doing lots of bigger projects because I feel like this is the right time to get them done. But yeah, nothing stupid. Will Raab says Pacific Rim 3, dinosaurs come to town. That's my hell right there. Your blueberry AF. Fair enough. Oh my god, strawberry and jam and peanut butter on a sandwich is so good. Do you know what? Peanut butter and jam sandwiches is legit.
No, you need to have a strong hard word for yourself. Jam. I swerve jamming cakes. Swerve it.
I might have one.
No.
You can't be swerving jam cakes on your cooking channel, mate. It might be the most desired video.
No jam. Not eating jam. What are you gonna have? What are you gonna make now? Are you gonna make peanut butter butties?
Peanut butter and jam, mate. It's happening.
I know what I'm gonna make when I go in the house. I've got some hot dogs in the fridge, but I've got no buns, so I'm just gonna go like proper council estate and just put them between a slab of bread. With ketchup, dry bread with ketchup on.
Hot dogs are horrible, man. I don't get it.
I love a hot dog, mate. Bit of mustard and ketchup, you just can't go wrong.
Yeah, a proper one when you go like the German markets, but not like you ones you get in a jar in Asda.
Oh, these are like proper Frankfurters. They're nice.
Oscar loves them proper horrible like processed things. Right?
No.
Dylan Carpenter just got it. Unfortunately, mate, you're about 2 hours late, so you will have missed it. But tonight we were testing out streaming to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It's worked. It wasn't showing us names on Facebook, and slowly everybody's migrated from Facebook to YouTube. So it has do keep it out for more streams. We've definitely got one on Wednesday night. Unfinished Tales tells the story of the Fords of Eisen, which is one of my favourite battles. Again, I know nothing about this stuff. Yeah. I think I need to read up. Angel says, I miss going to pub. So badly want to go with you guys. Yeah. Do you know what? I think we should, in whatever next kind of get-together we do, we should actually go to the pub for an evening rather than just drinking game.
Well, do you know what? I was just about to say, like, on the occasions when we've had, like, we've never just been to the pub. When we do say, it's gonna be a night out or it's an event, Saturday night, let's go to the pub. It always ends up being a 5 a.m. Don't know where I am. Why have I got no shoes on? Kind of night. Memorable taxi rides.
Don't stop.
you know who's in the chat last night? Macklin come in the chat last night.
Did
it just reminded me of that taxi ride. Well, I'll say reminded me. I only have blotches of that taxi ride in my memory.
Me, you, Macklin, and Matt Wood are in a vault of silence about what happened in that taxi.
Jeez, that was
crazy.
The driver. Crazy stuff.
Anyway, let's move on because that's madness. I'm going to be laughing about that all night. Right, I'm going to shoot as Will Pintar. I'll be watching Monday and Wednesday, and I'm commentating on Tuesday for Sif Takers, so I might have to converse with my family. Take it easy, Will. I will probably not ring you tomorrow, but I'll try. Green Tree says, red sauce or brown on your bacon butty? It's brown.
Red.
Always
red.
Brown.
Red.
Brown.
Red.
Glenn Solomon says bourbon. Different Gear TV. Is this a test? Or a couple of 2-minute tests earlier. This is kind of a test, but we've hung around and chatted to everyone.
It's kind of a 2.5 hour test.
Yeah, we did lots of 2-minute tests earlier, and we didn't know until we just noticed people popping in. Angel says red sauce always. Brown sauce is your...
Yes, Angel. Team red.
She's drunk, mate. She's drunk. It's fine. Brown all the way, Green Tree. Can't eat bacon anymore, but brown sauce. Frankfurters are the absolute noise. Yeah, different Gear Green Tree. Different Gear TV. I like them hot dogs that come in a pack and are all moulded together in one mould.
They sound delicious, my friend.
Six in the Head says, damn, I missed it. Yeah, sorry you missed it. But we're going to be live again.
Tune in on Monday. We're live on Monday. We're live on Wednesday. I'll be live on the GBHL on Friday. So, yeah, there's going to be loads of stuff coming, like tons of stuff.
Different Gear TV, you peel them off. Ian says, Macca's is a ledge, correct? Me and Ian have had a pretty...
Do you remember you thought I was going to kill Macca's?
Yeah.
You thought Macca's was going to die.
It might have been the drink influence in that.
Oh, dear me. It was a great night. That was a great night.
Carl Daly says, pub is weird for me now that I don't drink. Fair. Red sauce all day, says Six in the Head. Bushballer. Only red if it's from Greg's, brown otherwise.
What? He's from Yorkshire, isn't he?
Ian Marley says, no sauce, butter, have it, scrubs. You know what? Yeah, if you cook it right, it can go with no sauce, but not red. Red's nasty. Red's stuff that you drown your food in for kids to eat.
What? You're a crazy person. You are a crazy person. Let's say, you know what I made when I did them homemade kebabs. I made a sauce because the girls don't like. Lily likes red sauce, but Daisy won't have red sauce. She just has barbecue sauce and everything. Everything Daisy has tastes like barbecue. So I said, all right, this is special barbecue sauce. And basically, I made the doner kebabs, and then I put fromage frais, ketchup, and garlic butter, and made that pink sauce that was on the top. Mate,
yeah.
It was something else. It was something. Oh, mate, it was fresh. You couldn't have made that with brown sauce.
Coming soon to the Top Table Cooking channel that we've designed tonight from the ground up.
I cook, you cook. I can, you can cook. That's it.
I can, you can cook. Noted. 6 in the Head is the other night before bed. I just had a plain hot dog with ketchup on it, no bread.
How did you keep the ketchup on it? He's like balancing it.
Oh, Glenn says, enjoy the wine, Angel. Carl Daly says, Green Tree says, Carl Daly, me too. Ketchup sandwiches are the one. What's wrong?
I wouldn't go that. I like ketchup. I won't go that far. Did you ever, when you was a kid, have a sugar butty?
Yeah, you know what? All the time we used to have banana butties with sugar on as well.
Sugar butty.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Sugar butty. Old school, mate. Old school. Imagine giving a kid a sugar butty now. You get locked up.
You would. Jamie Oliver would be banging on your door, wouldn't he?
You'd be on the news and everything, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Ever had the night out where it goes downhill? I literally woke up rolling down a hill. That's pretty impressive. Never tried it. Sounds luxurious, Angel. Angel says she's very much enjoying the wine. Just squirt it on, mate. It's a pro move, really. Marley says, late as boys, accelerated my last half hour at work. Good to know he's working hard.
Take care, pal.
Yep. Angel says, oh my God, Steve, do it on the cooking channel.
Do what? A sugar butty?
Yeah.
The shortest bit. Basically, what you do is you butter your bread and then you slap it. You just slap it into the sugar jar. What do you call it? Sugar pot? Sugar jar? Done. Easy peasy. Easy. I used to do it with digestive biscuits as well. Do you ever butter a digestive biscuit?
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
boy.
I'm not an animal, but my mum did.
Digestive biscuit with butter and sugar on it. Old school, mate. Proper old school. Jeez, it's all coming out now.
Sugar butty, rotten, bad word. Says, I sometimes have sausages with just ketchup on, easy peasy, no bread, no hassle. Ketchup is designed to make kids eat food.
No, it's not. No, it's not, mate.
It is.
It's not.
Not right. Nah, you're wrong. I'm not going to read Glenn's comment, and then Will has put some emojis of a hot dog. And I reckon that's probably a good time to wrap up, mate.
Yeah, it's been good.
We need to pick a winner.
You do.
I don't know if it's going to be the same as yours.
What was the question?
It was the best question of the evening.
Best question of the evening.
I'm going to vote for, because it spurred on 10 other questions, Ed Ball's chicken horse combo. Plus, it was great to have Ed in.
Yeah. I'll go with that. I'll agree.
Ed Ball, if you're still here, drop me a PM or I'll drop you one and we'll sort it out. But thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight. It did start off as a test to see if we could stream to Facebook and YouTube. It's definitely worked, although we can't see names on Facebook, so we've got something to work on. But we hope you've all enjoyed tuning in. Steve, do you want to wrap up?
Yeah, just say thanks to everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. It's made Saturday evening a little bit more bearable. It's just like all the days just kind of roll into one now, don't they? So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Probably on social media, on Tinterweb, chatting away for another couple of hours while I get some painting done. But yeah, take care, everyone, and I will see some of you on Monday evening. And then me and Jay will see you again on Wednesday. We'll try and get Ben as well. I know Ben's really busy with work at the moment. He's kind of holding the fort together at Pets at Home. So we'll try and get Ben on one of these streams as well. That'll be a lot of fun.
Do some more of these. This has been good fun.
Yeah. We'll get the three of us on. There's a patch. See this TTG thing here? We could fit someone else in there, I suppose.
Get the three of us on. I'll come put with some beer and we can just have some drinks. And
we'll just hang out. Should we do that? Should we do that? Should we do that on Wednesday?
So
just
yeah.
We'll just make it like a pub hangout, TTG pub hangout.
We'll figure something out.
No, stick to what the normally is for Wednesday, and then we'll save that.
Weekend.
Yeah, we'll save that. That's a good idea. We'll save that.
Right. Some drinks.
We're gonna get going. So big love, everybody. Take care and keep washing those hands. And Jay, don't swear straight when I switch off because I need to unmute you first.
Okay. Love.
Take care, people. Bye bye.